Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm continuing with my Charli XCX discography journey, and we have made it to her fourth mixtape from 2017 called Pop 2. Now, I have heard some pretty good things about this mixtape. Apparently, it's a big deal. Apparently, it's one of her best albums, mixtapes, and a lot of people praise it, so I'm very much excited to check it out for the first time. During a 2019 interview, Charli XCX explained the decision to put out Number One Angel and Pop 2 as mixtapes. She said, "Maybe I just wasn't sure what people wanted from me. Also, I'm signed to a major label, so the second you call something an album, there's all this stress and fear and pressure and scheduling. It's like a schedule putting out an album, but the second you just change the language to mixtape, nobody cares. So I was just like, cool, I'm doing mixtapes then." Then it was just like, there was no kind of logical stress, even though it's the same thing. I mean, it's 10 original songs, it's artwork, it's features, it's whatever, it's the same. I am looking at the track list for Pop 2, and there are 10 tracks for a total of 40 minutes, and I don't recall hearing any of these songs before, but like always, if I start listening to a song and it sounds familiar, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, let's get into it with track 1, Backseat, featuring Carly Rae Jepsen. I love that part. That was track 1, Backseat. Wow, I don't know what I was expecting, but I should have known better, especially after listening to her prior mixtape, Number One Angel. The production, it's so alien, so extraterrestrial. I felt like I was on some sort of strange pop alien planet. It's exciting, it's a little industrial, and it's so different from what we typically hear in pop music, and it's very refreshing also. I can't escape all the voices, and so I turn it up. I go to parties with strangers so I can figure it out. I want it all, even if it's fake. Breaking your heart, split it in half, told you it all. Year and a half, are we in love? I'll never know. I know I'm wrong, what a mistake, I'll never change. I can't escape all the voices, and so I turn it up. In the backseat, your song's so loud. Driving it so fast, I'm better off alone. I love the all alone parts. All alone. I got a thirst for distraction I can't take back. My fingers run through your hair. I'm gripping at regrets. I put my mouth on his lips to taste. Breaking your heart, split in half, told you it all. So I like the lyrics. And Carly was great, of course. And it's just, I like the vibe of this track. I love listening to it, and I could definitely see myself listening to this song all the time going forward. But anyway, let's move on to track 2, Out of My Head, featuring Tovolo and Alma.
Glitter in my sheets. I don't learn when I burn, wanna turn all the way up. Yeah, pills and potions and terrible things. All of the lies I just wanna believe. I'm out of my head.
Oh, I've heard this song before.
Need you out. Swaying with my feelings. And I'm trying to get me high and get by with a little love. Don't get mad. shit. You fuck me up like this. Got me doing all this stupid shit. You fuck me up like this. I'm out of my head. Please get out of my get out of my head. Out of my head. Out of my head. Need you out of my
That was track 2, Out of My Head, and yes, I have heard this song before. The second it hit the chorus, it was all coming back to me. It's been a few years though since I've heard it last. I remember hearing it all the time in this retail store I used to work at in the mall. I love the vibe of this track. It's definitely a summertime bash, and summer is coming up, obviously. So I could definitely see myself listening to this track during the summer. It has that warmth and summertime fun and bliss about it, so I had a great time. Glitter in my sheets, dancing on no sleep. I don't learn whenever I want to turn all the way up. I don't learn whenever in the dirt till I'm out of luck. Pills and potions and terrible things. Heart on the floor when the telephone rings. All of the lies I just want to believe. Drop all my morals. I just wanna sin. Now, it looks like this was selected as the lead single from Pop 2, and I am quite surprised that this song didn't chart anywhere in the world. It only charted in New Zealand, which is baffling to me. But let's move on to track 3, Lucky.
baby, you're so lucky. You get away with it all. Don't even know you got me. Question, do you ever feel? Got no reasons and you're breaking up. Baby, you're so lucky. You get away with it all. Don't even know you got me. You overfeel for what you got. Got no reception. You're breaking up. Baby, you're so lucky. I know you never loved me.
That was track 3, Lucky. And out of the first 3 songs, I like the vibe of this song the most. I mean, I like this type of shit. It's the energy that did it for me, the overall essence of the song, the composition, just the overall production. I like how it made me feel. It's quite euphoric to listen to, and the melody is on point, and this might be my favorite track out of the first 3 songs I listened to already. Especially towards the end of the track, they do some interesting things with Charli's voice. She's using some sort of vocoder. Her voice is heavily auto-tuned, and her voice almost becomes an extension of the production itself. It comes to the point where her voice almost sounds like a flute. It's very high-pitched. And baby, you're so lucky. Baby, you're so lucky. You get away with it all. And even though you got me, you still want it all. So can I ask you a question? Do you ever feel guilt for what you've done? Call you got no reception, you're breaking up. Tell you I'll leave you, but I don't. And baby, you're so lucky. Did you ever love me? You're just waiting on love. I love the lyrics of this track, and overall, I'm gonna say it, this is probably my favorite track thus far out of the first 3 songs I listened to. But let's move on to track 4, Tears, featuring Caroline Polachek. was track 4, Tears, another great track on this mixtape. And what I love about this mixtape so far is each of the tracks flow great into each other from one track into the next. So you could literally leave this mixtape playing and you wouldn't have to skip over any of the songs. Another song where I loved the vibe of it and the energy. I mean, I love this sort of music, this sort of experimental, euphoric sound. It's very electronic with interesting twists and turns and interesting sounds, and it's very much unexpected, and you really don't know what to expect going into each and every one of these songs. It's kind of a nice surprise going into each track. I mean, we still have 6 more songs to listen to, and I'm excited to hear just what those other 6 songs are gonna sound like. See Through My Eyes, Right Down to Where I Fall Apart, Wish Me Luck, Drive Through the Night, Head on Your Shoulder, But I Miss You So Much, Say Your Name So Nervously Now, Kiss in the Hallway, Fade Out, Tears Are Rolling Down My Face, Tears Are Rolling Down My Face, Tears Are Rolling Down My Face. I will also say, lyrically, out of all her albums I've listened to thus far, True Romance Sucker, and her 2 mixtapes, this one and Number One Angel, I think lyrically this might be one of my favorites, if not my favorite, Charli XCX album. Try to hide the lies when we touch, but in the sheets with no love, tears are rolling down my face. Tears are rolling down my face, now you gotta go, go, go. But let's move on to track 5, I Got It, featuring Brooke Candy, Cupcake, and Pablo Vittar.
Brooke Candy, Fed Mob,
Oh my.
Charli XCX, Miss Cupcake.
Oh, some shit's gonna go down.
Double D's, no silicone, bad Brooke Candy. If you ain't not what you about to be, I Flipping postcard, real beef, LA, AG, studio with the real beef, Charlie, baby, pull up to the party.
Got a couple of bitches that want my attention. They acting real vicious, but I'm not offended. They looking like when is it possible action? I got great time, swear it out like FaceTime. So many offers on the table. A bitch gotta eat on the couch. Controlo qualquer com a minha bicharia. Atiça, consigo o que eu quero se repara. Não tem. Chamam de queen.
That was track 5, I Got It. I essentially didn't like anything about this song. The chorus, if you can even call it a chorus, I got it. Dreadful. I mean, for me anyway. I really couldn't get into the song. It was fun to listen to for the first time. I won't lie. Very much unexpected. The lyrics were fun, I guess, but that's about it. I definitely wouldn't listen to the song again. The only way you could get me to listen to the song again is if I already had 5 shots of tequila. But anyway, let's move on to track 6, Fembot, featuring Dorian Electra and Mickey Blanco.
Go fuck your prototype. I'll use you up like you're my battery. Electric shock, hot wire if you mess it up. The way you look at me, I short circuit. I get what I want. I'll be your Fembot. Get what I want, like it or not. I got you hypnotized, and I improve.
shell, I'm a beast in the sheets, I'm a neutron, bam, 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 systems down. I'm bad, super saiyan, super sonic. I'll be your Fembot. The way you make that thing, I'll be your Fembot. Like it or not.
That was track 6, Fembot, and I thought this was a lot of fun. I like the story of the lyrics. I thought it was quite creative. I like Dorian, Electra, and Mickey Blanco on this track, and I had a great time. It's not one of my favorite tracks on the album, but I still would listen to it again, just probably not as much as some of the other tracks I listened to already. Gonna spray that ray gun and fall to his knees. I'm a lightning rod. I'm a bite that bod. Do you want a fembot or do you want a hobot? Slut boy? Fuck no. Systems down. When I come boy, I swerve you. A glitch your mainframe. Now I owe you. Ex Makana. Nah, you can't win. And of course, just like all the other tracks, I love the overall production. Very creative, and I like the glitching. It almost sounds like at times the song is short-circuiting, just like a robot, and just the interesting sounds and the vocoder, and it's just a very creative song and a very creative album so far. Go fuck your prototype. I'm an upgrade of your stereotype. Don't come with a guarantee. I'll use you up like you're my battery. I feel the sparks between us. Electric shock. Hardwired. If you mess it up, I'll self-destruct. The way you look at me, I short circuit. You make me lose control. So lyrically, it's a very fun song. But let's move on to track 7, Delicious, featuring Tommy Cash.
I always think about you when I'm high. I touch myself and then I'm not alone, no. You call me up and then I'm satisfied. Oh, those are these ways on the bed. So delicious, can you see vision? Wanna take your picture? You're so delicious, putting on the pressure. I always think about you when I'm high. I touch myself and then I'm not alone. You call me up and then I'm satisfied.
There is no Wi-Fi forest, I found a better connection. Made a lot of trees, they are now in the book section. Flow like water, snow beats by, yeah. I always think about you when I'm high.
Tell me, whatever, we fast forward. Got an angel coming real close, running into the hallelujah. Never let me go. Leave a message here, record on ya. Yeah. I always think about you when I'm high. Wanna hear you whisper on the telephone. I always think about you when I'm high.
That was track 7, Delicious, and this was a very interesting track. The progression from beginning to end, a lot of unexpected moments, and I think it's one of those songs that gets better the longer you listen to it. I really wasn't feeling it the first couple minutes, but then towards the middle and then towards the end, it really did grow on me. It's still not one of my favorites, but because it's so different and it's just a very interesting experience, I would listen to it again, but I wouldn't listen to it as much as some of the other tracks I just listened to. There's a part halfway through where it looks like a cell phone is ringing and the ringtone is boom clap. Leave a message here, record on, yeah. I always think about you when I'm high. I want to hear you whisper on the telephone. You call me up and then I'm satisfied. I touch myself and then I'm not alone no more. It's definitely a little bit of a wacky experience, just the overall production and the progression of the song, and it's cute, I liked it, and it's different, it's fun, and I had a good time. But anyway, let's move on to track 8, Unlock It, featuring Kim Petras and Jay Park.
Beautiful roller coaster ride in the fast lane, got the roof down.
high notes like you a tenor. I can show you something, yeah. Unlock your clothes off. You can surf on your riding way. Let's get it going, girl. Let's on the lane. Let's on the lane.
The key, can you unlock it, lock 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 it, unlock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, unlock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, the key, can you unlock it, lock it, lock it, can you unlock it? Beautiful.
That was track 8, Unlock It. This was another cute song. Of course, the production for me was the highlight. And I did like it. It's not one of my favorites on the album. I didn't really care for the chorus. Lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it. Got the key, can you unlock it? And she goes on to say, or no, she just repeats lock it. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to the beginning. Try to unlock it. Roller coaster ride in the fast lane. Got the roof down. Kiss me hard in the pouring rain. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. Know you feel the same. $1 million babe. Tripping on it like propane. Beautiful. Unlock the swag. So, it's a cute song. I like it lyrically. I don't really have a lot to say about it. I would listen to it again, but I really wouldn't go back to it all the time. Beautiful. Anyway, let's move on to track 9, Porsche featuring Mo.
I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. Get that dough. Seems that every day and everywhere I go. Take back all your love on rose. Laying on your grave cause you push. And I played it out about 1,000 times. You won't hear my teardrops when they're falling. Engine drowning out the sun, you hear me coming. This in the morning. Cause I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. I've been eating till I'm sore. Baby, I just gotta let you know. All your love cause fake words, they don't come on close. Laying on your grave cause you push everyone away. One time my teardrop from the bottom. Engine drowning up the sound, you hear me coming. Oh, this spend my money. Cause I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. I've been eating till I'm sore. Baby, I just gotta let you know.
That was track 9, Porsche, and this is another solid track. But it wasn't really my cup of tea. I didn't find it as intriguing or exciting as a lot of the other tracks. It's definitely not as memorable, and I probably wouldn't really listen to it again. It just wasn't really... It wasn't my cup of tea. It didn't really do it for me. I've been fantasizing about a Porsche, get that dough. I've been kneading till I'm sore, till it grow. I've been running around now for so long. Yeah, it seems that every day and everywhere I go, yeah, I see ya. Baby, I just gotta let you know I made dough. Take back all your love, cause fake words ain't enough. Yeah, you spent my love, didn't spend my money. Cause I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. So just like all the other songs, I like the lyrics. And I will say, I do like the lyrical content of a lot of these songs. I like the stories that she's telling. I like the way she strings words together, and it's different. They're not your typical sounding pop lyrics. They're more interesting and exciting to listen to, so I like that aspect of the mixtape. But anyway, we have made it to the end of Pop 2 with track 10. Track 10.
Every time I fuck it up.
That was track 10, and another highly intriguing song on the album, production-wise. And it continues the trend of not me knowing what the fuck is gonna happen next on this album, that element of surprise. And this track is no exception. The harp and just the overall progression was divine, and I enjoyed it. I just want to drink you up. Love I do, love I do. I blame it on your love. Every time you get too close, I run away. And every time you say the words, I don't know what to say. Back to the beginning. Really wish I could change. I do. Every time you get too close, I run away. I blame it on your love every time I fuck it up. So that was all 10 tracks of Pop 2 by Charli XCX, and wow. This mixtape is a perfect continuation of her prior mixtape, Number One Angel. And it's such a unique pop album. I wish more pop albums were as experimental and different as this. It's ear candy, it's the unexpected, it was a nice surprise, it was Christmas morning, and it was wonderful to listen to. I mean, I don't need to tell you, the overall production was just fantastic, and I loved every moment of listening to this album. I felt like I was on some sort of distorted alien pop planet 50 years from now into the future. The distortion, and her vocals are very distorted and auto-tuned. She uses a vocoder, and sometimes when pop artists do that on one of their songs, they use a vocoder or their voices are heavily auto-tuned. Sometimes it can sound cheap and ridiculous, but her voice, the way it's distorted on this album, her voice is an extension of the production. It's used to blend in with the overall music. It's not just her singing, it's used as an instrument. There are times where her voice sounded like a flute, and it was used to enhance the overall artistry of the production. That's the best way I can explain it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, at times, there wasn't a distinct divide between the production and the vocals. Many times, the two merged as one and became one. It's just a crazy avant-garde concoction of this electronic, robotic, synth-heavy, just, I don't know how to explain it. It was crazy. It was wild to listen to, and I quite enjoyed myself. My favorite part of the album is probably the first half. And I did like the second half also, but I do prefer the first half over the second half. There were also quite a few features on this album. Many different artists contributed their vocals to almost all these songs. I thought the featured artists were hit and miss. I liked most of them. Some of them I could do without. But overall, I liked all the guest appearances from all these other musicians. I also liked the lyrics of this album. I think out of all her albums thus far, True Romance and Sucker and Number One Angel, the other mixtape, and now this one, Pop 2, I think the lyrics are some of the strongest I've heard thus far out of all her albums, on this album in particular. I mean, this is what I want from pop music into the future. I want more experimentation. I want that excitement. I want the what the F moments. I want artists to really create a new genre of pop music. I want to be excited again when I listen to pop music, especially in this day and age. So I think Charli XCX is definitely on the right track. And generally, I would listen to most of these songs again. There are a few songs that I liked listening to for the first time, but I really wouldn't listen to them again. And as to which mixtape I prefer more, Number One Angel or Pop 2, I really don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to think about. Number One Angel or Pop 2. I do like the overall production of Pop 2 more than Number One Angel. I still liked the overall production on Number One Angel, but I do prefer the overall production on Pop 2 a bit more, and I don't know, I like both of them equally. I think both albums have, I don't want to say pros and cons, but there are moments on Number One Angel that I enjoyed, And there are also moments on Number One Angel that I was a little indifferent towards. Same with this album. There were moments that I quite enjoyed, but there were a couple other moments that I was a little indifferent towards. So what did you guys think of this overall mixtape, and what are your impressions? Maybe this is your favorite Charli XCX album slash mixtape of all time. Tell me why in the comments. So in my next Charli XCX video, we will move on to her third studio album from 2019 called Charli. And I'm very much looking forward to that. So thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, you can message me, you can say, hey, how are you? And I will see you next time. Take care.